What's going on, realists? It's Trey.
And it's Tasha.
Man, to the real, where we always keep it real. Attack on Titan, episode 82.
Sunset. I don't know what that means, but
Sun's getting real low.
We didn't even see my boy last week, but him just wiggling his ass on over wherever. But someone's awake, so that should be interesting. I don't even know what else happened last week. Oh, I showed Trey. I seen the pictures of the like parallels. Well, I guess parallels from season 1 to season 4. They had like a little comparison of like how when Levi first showed up and John when they were like fighting the Titans and they broke through the wall, all that kind of little stuff like that. But it's cool. So
I saw this comparison of the studios who did first season 1 with studios versus Mappa. People were talking shit about Mappa, but Mappa got a lot more details and shadowing with their artwork.
They're going to have to do better about their employees, though, or their fans going to get their ass shut down for a little while or something, because people ain't going home in 3 days. Just imagine going to work and don't come back home till 3 days later, no breaks, no nothing, just you at work 72 hours straight.
Then you need to get on case about the United States Army too, because they do that shit all the time. But it's a different situation, is it? Is it? Some people don't go home from work. Doctors don't do that shit a lot of times. 72 hours.
I feel like doctors choose to do that sometimes though, because you on call, you don't have to go. Like if it just that's what they feel like they need to do. The more calls they do, the more money they get.
And it's people, it's studios with less employees than Mappa. I looked up some of the numbers on some of these studios. Some of them got way less numbers. That shit's crazy. I think Mappa has the most.
Do they?
I think they do. As the ones I looked up,
they must have got more people. Cause like shit, how they working, folks, it don't seem like they got nobody. But we gonna get into the episode, y'all. Full reactions on Patreon.
It's coming.
This is kind of different. Oh damn, they like
Why does this girl look familiar?
That ain't the one. They don't look like the same one that was up there with Mikasa last episode, right? Swinging around. She do look familiar.
Is that the girl that saw Mikasa in the when they?
Oh, is that Hitch?
Like
that's Hitch. That's the girl that used to be roommates with Annie. They just did her hair a little different. Remember when they came and talked to her before the shit blew up with that dude in that room when Armin and Mikasa was outside? She military police. Cause Bowl Cut used to like her. Oh fuck. She looks. I don't know. Let me see.
Annie's still the same height. She hasn't aged.
She probably not in that thing though. I can see that.
Yeah.
Is that her move?
Yep.
But you tired, so you probably can't. I think she lying. We really ain't seen her since like season 1 though.
She heard them.
So she did. Damn.
I think we said that years ago too.
Well, we said that it would no. With this half when Armin was talking, the first half we was like, what if she could hear all that? When they first showed them
そうじゃない
talking.
時はずっと同じ闇の中。本当に壁の巨人が。
その足元も見なよ。私が兵士になってやった意味ある仕事は死体と瓦礫の後始末。
Everybody getting fucked up.
あんたとエレンが暴れた後のね。今なら答えてくれる。あんたたちの大層な目的のために踏み潰された人々の死体を見てどう思う？
国境を越えれば戦闘員も民間人も区別なく殺していいと教わった。私たちエルディア人の食材と世界を救う使命のため、
She had a lot of time to think, I guess.
全ての行いは正当化された。
あんたたちの事情はアルミンから聞いてる。要はあれを止めたかったんでしょ。つまり瓦礫の死体は多少の犠牲だったって言いたいわけ。
Oh, I was wondering why her dad looked
母親の浮気相手がエルディア人だったとかでね。そんな私を収容所で引き取ったのは外国から来たエルディア人の血を持つ男。私と似たような理由で収容所に入れられたらしい。男の目的は私をマーレの戦士に鍛え上げて自分の生活を豊かにすることだった。そうなるまでに痛めつけられた分を男に返した。二度とまともに歩けない体にしてやった。けど男は喜んだ。これなら武器がなくても敵を殺せるって。
何の話が始まったの
？4年間あんたの話を一方的に聞いたんだから、少しくらい私の話をしたっていいでしょ。教えたことは全て間違っていたと。そして泣きながら懇願した。帰ってきてくれと。戦士隊の地位も名誉マーレ人の称号も全て捨てていいから帰ってきてくれと。男は私の父親だった。私を自分の娘だと思っていた。私には帰りを待つ父親がいる。
そっか、それが聞けてよかった。でもあんたが父親の元に帰っても瓦礫と死体しかないと思う。
そうね。
地ならしが発動されたんだ。エレン・イエーガーが全ての命を奪いに来るぞ。あんたの家もカミさんの実家も踏み潰されるんだよ。
それを信じるに値する根拠がないと言っている。みんなで同じ夢を見ただと？寝言を信じてこっから出せと。どうせ集団で口裏を合わせてこっから逃げるつもりなんだろう。
世界中のエルディア人が収容所で同じことを訴えているはず。
分かった。約束する。
Sir, don't know, sir. It's like 5 of them with guns and he was moving on your own.
銃声か。
許可。イエーガー派が集結してこの砦を仕切ってます。早く逃げましょう。
人里離れた山でのぐそして余生を過ごす態度も大事だ。
俺たちは教官の助けがなけれ
Not
ば
I'm too old to
死ん
shit
でました。
outdoors.
何があっても俺たちが教官を守ります。
Not after y'all whooped his ass.
若者どもが私が何のためにしょんべん小僧どもの足毛をおとなしく受けたと思っておるのだ。貴様らはイエーガー派に従い決して背くな。せいぜいお前たちが守れるものは自分の身くらいだ。
それに追いついたとしてどうするの？お母さんを人間に戻すことを諦めろって言うの？
言うよ。ダメだったとしてもできる限りのことを行動で示さなきゃいけない。じゃないと神の信用を得られない。あの子が頼りだ。まだどこかに潜んでる。ライナーや車力の巨人をおとなしくさせられるかどうかがかかってる。ジャンの手助けをしなよ。少しは自分で考えて。
エレンのことどうするの？ わからないよ。それにどうしようもないだろ。ハンジさんと兵長は殺されたかもしれないし、フロックたちが僕らにも銃口を向けるかもしれない。だからもうどうしようもないエレンのことなんか考える余裕はないよ。それくらいわかるだろ。
Damn.
ごめん。
生き返るべきだったのは僕じゃなかった。
This is smooth.
Damn. That's not true.
マフラーがない。
母親のためとはいえ、
Who-
少年の
who took
命
the
を
dog?
引き換えにすることをコニーは深く考えためらうはずだ。
語尾って変。ミヤの方がいいよ。じゃあね。
Hell no. Hell no.
They kids.
カピ。
みんな聞いてくれ。俺は10ヶ月前エレンから今回の計画を聞いた。ジークを利用し始祖の力をエレンが掌握する計画だ。
Can we believe this?
俺は仲間を集めエレンの手助けをし、計画は今日達成された。お前たち
I
の
don't
幽霊は
believe
指
this.
導者を失った。
Anybody else believe it? I don't believe it.
He had to say something to him to get him to follow him blindly like he did.
そしてお前たちは故郷をも失う。地ならしによって全ては巨大な足跡の
Where
下だ。
Yelena at though?
ふざけるなクソ野郎。誰がお前なんかに。
John, I'm gonna need you to whip swing on the body. I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and leave.
でも誇りに死ぬことはない。いいじゃないか、屈したって。
I mean, you didn't want to submit.
こんな死に方するより生きてた方が自由だよ。もうお前らは戦わなくていい。好きに生きていい。なんじゃ。お前は憲兵になって内地で快適に暮らしたかったんだろ。そうしろよ。お前は英雄の一人なんだから。
Bro, this shit right here.
ほら、夕日があっちに。いいんだよ。
Not
危
him
険な
lying to
南
this
から
little
離れ
boy.
た方が。記憶喪失のお前を安全な病院まで送る。お前は本当に一人で倒れてた。本当だ。
Wow. Taking
俺は
advantage.
兵士だからそのくらいのことをやって当然だ。俺一人のためにここまでしてくれるなんて。いいんだ。コニーさんがいい人でよかった。
Oh my goodness.
なんとかして南に戻らなきゃ。兄貴とガビに合流したところまでは覚えてる。でもその後は一体何があったんだ。
Connie gonna fuck around and die if this boy change on his ass.
俺は
You feel like
ど
it's
こか
sick?
で見たことある気がするんだけど。
You feel
Look how
like
he
he's
looking.
いや賢明だ。これでいち早く本国に事態を知らせることができ
They
る。
still alive. Okay.
あれに踏み潰されるまで待つよりずっといい。
しかしもうこれではなすすべがありません。あれを止める策、何か終わりでしょうか。
あっちに誰かい
She
る？
gotta leave her back there.
ご安心ください。あれは
bitch.
ジーチク
But
無
he
害
ain't
の
gonna heal
死
in
に
time to
損
kill
ないで
Zeke
す。
turn.
Yes, yes.
His whole face covered. He got like one eye showing. Stop. This whole time he'd have been on that
巨人の
cart.
軍勢、やがて何も知らぬ人々を踏み潰すそれを見上げ、立ち尽くすのか、立ち上がるのか。次回、教示。巨人に
Like,
Bro.
it's all going downhill. Like, I get the gesture and what it's supposed to do, but now it's like all this infighting that's not gonna solve nothing. The fact that we were saying like Armin and Mikasa and Aaron probably ain't gonna end up friends and like they all split up. He didn't want to do whatever. Armin wasn't the one who ever was like, I'm about to go do whatever on my own. He went and got up to go find Connie. Cause low key, like, I mean, who gonna stop him though? Like, you the baddest bitch right now. You could turn into a whole ass titan and blow away the whole city. I'm just like the way he snapped at me, cause I don't think I've ever heard him talk to her like that. So it's just like everybody's different now. Everybody done grown up. It's just I don't know what. I just don't know. I don't like that Connie's doing this though, cause I feel like that's gonna be his downfall. To be honest, like I feel like all them could have been cool still. That was already left, but like now that he done went and took this boy, you know, like to go to feed him to his mom. It's like you're lying. It's like you're taking advantage of his post-Titan amnesia, whatever it is when you first turn. Like if his memory come back faster than like somebody else's, if he anything trigger his memory and he remember what happened, it's like if he turned, you dead because you right there with the steam and shit. Like if he turned, that's it. That's why I was like, that's I don't know. And then he on a little preview, he had the blade up to his neck. Don't you know? Even if you cut him, like he can turn. And I'm just like, all this shit is just, I don't know. All this shit is just so sus right now. Mikasa laying in the bed, like the Titans ain't marching on. She's in the bed chilling. I just don't know,
bro. Hold up. Am I tripping? That's 7. What we got 5 episodes left.
If they do the 12, yeah, it's 5.
God,
That's right. Because when the first one, I mean, the last one gonna take a break.
Yeah, it's you skip a week and then don't come back to April.
So it's a month of more of these, and then they skip the weekend one more. So yeah.
Shit.
I'm just like, this episode focused more on like, I guess where everybody head is at while all this going on. They still ain't fucking showing Aaron.
That's 2 weeks.
Yes, and I don't know. I just feel like I get what he's doing, but it's like is the collateral. I guess for him, the collateral is worth it, because then it's like even though these people may die today, you won't have all these millions of people die over the next however many years. It's like I get where he's coming from. It doesn't make it right. But I get where he's coming from. But I also get the people that's like, bitch, you just gave us everybody. Eren Yeager, I'm saving my people. And then my grandma just got stumped out, you know what I'm saying, over here in her village. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you could control the Titans, why not control the Titans? That's all I'm saying. Like, if you really have full control now, you know, LD is off limits. You know, like, do whatever you got to do to get where you're going. Because you had them people on the outer ring. You could have started with them. And, you know, did whatever else you need to do to make sure nobody got hurt. That's what I just feel like. And then, I don't know where right now, he like fell asleep in one of them houses somewhere. He's still an issue. They ain't showing him no more. He fell asleep. I think Gabby left him somewhere. Now, Falco out here with Connie. And I just feel like that's not going to go right. And then Armin on his way out here to talk him down too. So I just feel like, I don't know what's going to happen with that. And I've been waiting on them to show Hunch and Levi. So that motherfucker refuses to die. That motherfucker's still alive.
I believe.
Like, I
don't care what she talking about. I believe in you, brother.
I don't even think Zeke is physically on Earth no more, to be honest. They're gonna be honest, because like I said, when they showed him after him trying to catch Aaron Head and the shit connected, that shit like flushed him out too. Like, and they didn't show him no more after that. So that's what I was like, I don't know if Aaron got him because he may need him for something later, or like, I'm gonna make you watch because you tried to euthanize us, so I'm gonna make you watch your people get stumped out over here. That's what I'm just saying. Like, I don't know where he's at. They hadn't showed him since
somebody said
Aaron
something during this episode that really stood out to me about, I think it was Armin, about the Titan
2,000
powers.
years.
Yeah, like,
because he basically saying like Aaron doing all this, but it still didn't nip the problem in the bud about people still taking on other people's power. So even if you went and stumped out the world, people still are gonna fight for those powers, because now you got all the people left can turn into Titans. So
like I said, like what if he gets rid of the Titan power? What if he's
able to do it?
Like, I was thinking he was gonna eat everybody, and then have Armin eat him, and then the powers go away or something like that.
I feel like we're thinking in the box. I feel like for this show, you have to think outside the box, because nobody has ever seen what the founder can fully do. We just now seeing Ymir for the first time since the show started, like a couple episodes ago. We don't know if since it started with her, she can end everything and didn't know it because she had that slave mentality, because that's how her life was. Then you got somebody like Aaron, who she just gave full access to everything to, that may think like, once I get through doing what I'm doing, I'm nipping all this shit in the bud. Like, he may be able to just
turn the power off.
Right, change it so you can't turn into a Titan anymore, regardless if you're an LD or not. Like, we may be thinking, that's what I said, we may be thinking in the box. He may have all the shit planned out and we don't know. I don't know.
Oh, like castrate the goddamn Titan powers.
Like, okay. Right, like if you can change a person's physiology, then wouldn't you be able to change if you could pass down the powers or not like that? Like, couldn't you take away that gene that makes you a Titan or some shit like that? That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, because it's only those specific, it has to be in the genes though, because only those people can do it.
So
nobody else can turn into a Titan but somebody from LD. You know what? Somebody with LD is blood. So it got to be something in the blood, in the body, in the genes, something that makes you turn into a Titan, or everybody would be able to do it. So that's why I'm just like, if he figure out what that is, maybe he'll be able to nip it in the bud. That's the only way I can see it stopping, because there's no point in you doing all this. Because like I said, they even got the people in the black suits, like the people from the other people that came to help them from the other nations that came to help them. Like, they still human. They can have children and seed that shit like your daddy tried to seed into Zeke to take over someday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still gonna have somebody that's gonna try to take over at some point if they don't agree with what you're doing. All it's taking somebody, the wrong person, to get armor powers. Bam, you got a nuke on your hand. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm just like, it's still, I get what Armin's saying. Like, he's thinking about it in the long range too. Like, you doing this now, but it still doesn't nip in the bud the problem of the Titans' powers being something people fight over. Like, your own people can fight over that. Well, bitch, I want to make sure I'm good. I want to be a Titan. Ain't nobody gonna do whatever. Like, that's the only thing I can see. But I just feel like we know it has to end with Eren. Like, that's what I'm just saying. Like, it has to end with him, because if you can see glimpses of the future from the Titan that you have as the Attack Titan, he's only seen glimpses of his own future. Like, he's only seen his own future, not nobody else is coming after. That's how you know it ends with him. We just don't know how. So
I said how it's gonna end. It's gonna be a fight. And we know who the fight is gonna be. The 3 fighting.
If that's what you feel like gonna happen.
I do. I feel like Armin gonna have to put them hands on Eren. That's the only way. Like,
I mean, I feel like they're gonna all have to come in contact again with each other, because the story started with them. And they all supposed to be friends, and Eren think he's doing this for them. So at some point, I feel like the show wouldn't be fulfilled to its fullest potential if they didn't have another conversation before everybody either died or went their own separate ways or whatever. Like, he hasn't really had a real conversation with them. Like, yes, he could do it mentally, but I just feel like they all gotta have a face-to-face again before this show's over with. That's just me, because it all started with them. So at least Eren and me, because I know they gotta have another conversation. So I don't know. And then I'm like, what happened to her scarf? Like, who snatched her scarf? Like, was it the girl that's obsessed with her, or was it, or is it just like some random that happened that we don't know about? So I don't know. I just feel like if Eren has full control over every Titan that there is, whether it's a regular Titan, a Titan with powers, the ones in the wall, it just feel like it's something missing, because you've plotted this out genius level intellect right now for the last 4 years, and you're enacting your grand scheme, but like, you wouldn't leave that to chance. I just feel like, because even with Pixies and them as Titans, like, for you to let them attack every, like, people that were still left, but you supposed to protect your people, you could have controlled them and made them come with you too, or something else. You know what I'm saying? You could control all the Titans.
mm-hmm.
So like, Mikasa and them really had to kill all them. Like, what if they would have died? It was like, what was the reason when you could have controlled them? That's why I just feel like it's some pieces missing. Like, yes, we're thinking we team Eren and that he out to save his people,
we thinking I am team Eren.
But I'm just saying, because everybody right now is like, oh, Eren doing what he got to do. They created this monster. It's their fault. He trying to save his people. But if you really were trying to save your people, there would be no lives lost. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me the way this boy executed this shit. Like, you got your head blown off and found a way to come back from that, and you finna go enact your revenge on everybody, and you been plotted this through fucking dreams and all this shit over all this time. It just still feel like there's something missing. That's all I'm saying. Like, every life in LD, it don't matter, even though you said that.
It's not like he purposely like killed them. Like, he didn't want them. Like,
but do you know that he didn't purposely kill them?
I mean, he probably could have killed them. Shit,
because like, for you to be meticulous enough for the fuck with your own dad mind to make him do what you wanted him to do without showing him everything. Like, you knew your mama was dead, but you didn't show your dad that because he felt like he might be saving her life. You knew that was the obstacle. That was an obstacle that, like, what if he let his mama die? Like, what if he set all that up? Because we've been asking from jump, like we said, that how this lady ended up coming to their house. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, he could have set all this up. If you don't give a fuck about your mom and your daddy, you for damn sure don't give a fuck about these people
see,
you don't know.
See, now you thinking about it from point of older Aaron not giving a fuck. He gave a fuck, but he knows what has to be done. The end game hasn't been reached. You have to do what you have to do to reach the goal. Mm-hmm. The goal has always been save Armin, save Mikasa. Fuck me, fuck everybody else. I don't care as long as these two people really live. I don't give a fuck about John, Connie, and
but
all
if
these
he don't give a fuck about nobody else in elder to you, what was the point of talking to all of them when you could have just dipped and did what you had to do?
He's doing it. But
you just said if nobody matters but Armin and Mikasa, that conversation could have been cut out and he could have just got them Titans out the walls and went and did whatever and not told them nothing. Because why would I warn y'all if I don't give a fuck about you?
Part of the plan.
I feel like
part of the plan.
It's something we missing that I feel like
part
I
of
don't
the
know.
Plan.
And then for them to show Ani and them to go back and tell her little story this week, like she trying to get home. I don't know. And then I don't like that Hanji out there with Peak and what's his name? I can't even think of his fucking name. They still got weapons and she a whole Titan and you unarmed and you got Levi like what? Like how they finna help you? I don't understand why we approach them.
It's finna be a team up. That's what it's finna be.
For what?
To kill Eren. They gonna try to kill Eren. Everybody finna fucking try to kill Eren.
I don't see what reason they'd have to, but
well, we're gonna try to stop Eren. They're gonna try to kill Eren. And I'm still believing.
People ain't thinking because I'm just like, y'all don't even have a ride to Marley. This man is already like probably halfway there. So what is you gonna do? Y'all just gonna lay and wait till he come back? Whenever that's gonna be when y'all don't know.
They gotta ride. I wonder how deep the ocean is. I'm like, could they ride on top of Armin's head?
Armin's somewhere else right now though. Yeah, we already said that they could have did that. I think before because I think.
Come on, man. Like
Eren had to be big enough to walk over there himself, though, right? Because how he even get over there in the first place without them knowing? He had to get over there some kind of way too when he was like in disguise. Because remember they kept sending people from Marley to but they never made it, and I think they showed him like in the ocean, like breaking them ships, like he was out there fucking them ships up when they kept like at the beginning of the half when Zeke was like every time they sent like a boat or something over there, it never came back, and I guess that's how they started recruiting people too, but like. And the people that didn't want to join. But he was like fucking up their boats on the way. So I'm assuming he's big enough to walk over there himself.
As big as he is now, shit. What is
I can't see Peak at the level she at, like being able to get across because of how she made. But I don't know.
But that still would make sense that Armin would...
he definitely wouldn't help their ass, but...
No. I'm saying because he came in a boat the first time. In the first part of the season, so but maybe that was for military purposes, so they wouldn't be able to see him coming. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, because when he turns, I don't know. They make it seem like I feel like that shit can be controlled too, because like when Bert used to turn by the wall, he didn't blow everything up. Like he would turn and still be right there by the wall, and he kicked it in. With Armin, they make it seem like he's a nuke. Like they gotta have more. Like maybe that's his special ability for his Titan. But no, that's the steam shit, I think, though. I don't know. I just know I remember episode 1-5 when he popped up behind Eren when Eren was on that wall looking like they had did something. And then that shit just popped up behind him. And I ain't even fucking know, like till it was too late. So the explosion part, I don't know where they got that from. Like how they showed Armin transforming and he just blew all them people up in the area. So it must be like a choice.
No, it's not a choice. It's a writer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? Evolving the Titans' powers, you know what I'm saying, based on story. It just happens. Like, it happens. Like, at certain points, we can't do this way because we want this to look cool, and then you evolve your character's powers. It happens all the time. Oh, I forgot that. Damn, this wasn't here then, so I got.
Now, if Annie is the same height as Eren and she's able to transform when she gets to the water, she may be able to run over in her Titan form to get over there by herself. Like now that because they might meet them too. I don't know where they at because I know the girl taking her south to where the ships were. It's like everybody knew that they had ships coming in from the south. So I don't know how all this gonna pan out. I just wonder people keep saying that with the pace they going, it ain't enough to finish the story though with the episodes as level. And like they somebody got to be a movie or something at the end, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe one episode gonna have a whole bunch of chapters. I don't know, cause like this seemed like it could have been one with the talking. Like it seemed like this could have just been one chapter, and then they said the last episode was one chapter. So I don't know, but it's 5 episodes, Lil. And it's like, I forgot what, 15, 16, 17 chapters or something that people were saying. So I don't know how all this gonna work out. I'm just ready to see Aaron get the Marley because I'm just like, that's 2 episodes. We ain't really seen him do anything. So I'm interested to see that.
I can't see, like, this is what's fucking me up, right? They ain't said nothing about a movie.
No, they didn't.
So I don't know, like y'all might be shot of luck with the movie shit, manga readers. They might cut some shit out.
But they might not say nothing because they might piss people off. Like, why am I watching if y'all gonna still make me wait and come out with a movie at the end of the year or next year? So they may not even say nothing until they get to the end.
And I understand that. I would be
continued. So I don't know but if that's not your last episode, it don't make sense to push it back a week either. That they doing like exactly. So I don't know.
Like, what's the point of this?
Cause 5, I don't know. I know there's a lot of stuff you could probably put in 5 episodes if you do it right, but yeah. I'm just like the end of the end of the end. I'm just like, I don't know.
I've seen people put 3 chapters of manga in one episode, so I'm like,
it's people that put more than that in one episode.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah.
But I'm just saying this. But I'm guessing that would seem like rushing. He don't seem like he rushed up, so that's why I'm just like, I don't know, like, what's going on with this. Because this whole sunset thing, the whole episode name was Sunset. But they only mentioned the sunset one time, and that was when Falco was talking to Connie. So, like, what was the importance of that? Like, it got to be something with the sunset. Like, is Aaron waiting to get there at night? Because if he able to turn the regular people into Titans like how Zeke do just by yelling, I don't know. Like, I don't get why the sunset thing matters. Is it better for him to go at night? And that's why they gonna show him then. But if you killing the world, it don't fucking matter what time of day it is. So I don't know. That's all. Like, it's just a lot of stuff I don't understand about what's going on right now. But Aaron, I mean, they all split up. Mikasa stayed where she was at. I don't like that I mean, what's the boy name? Flock. Seemed like he was getting to John. Like, John was that type of person that like wanted to be lazy, didn't want to do whatever. He wanted the cushy job, even though he had the skills to be better than it. Now it's like you've changed, and now it's like this shit. He looking like this shit really over. Like, technically, there are no more Titans. Where y'all at? Like, technically, y'all don't have to worry about that shit no more. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not sleeping comfortably till I figure out what what Aaron got going on, because this shit just don't seem right. So I don't know. Mikasa was laying the fuck down thinking Armin really went after Connie by himself. I feel like Connie's gonna die. Like, I feel like had he not taken Falco, things might have been a little different. But I just feel like now, I can't see him backing down. If you pull up where your mama at and you right there, like you know, it's one thing to have hope, but like he right there. Like, you right there with this person, your mama right there, and somebody gonna try to stop you right before you do it. That's gonna be like... That's gonna be rough. And then you 2 Titans against just regulars. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gonna take your people out like that? You can't really kill Falco because you need your mama to eat him. And he can turn, so that can backfire on you. And I can't see him being able to cut Armin neck, but I don't see Armin turning out there either. So I don't know. That's what I'm just like...
And like that's what make me think Armin is gonna fight fucking Aaron. We haven't seen him
you
turn.
Think they're gonna Titan fight?
Yes, because we have not seen them, like, he doesn't turn. He doesn't turn.
I mean, because look at who inherited, though. He's not a person that does stuff like that. He's a peaceful person.
Exactly.
Like, they only did it to save his life. They didn't do it for him to use it like that. They did it to save his life. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna use it. If this kills people, then no.
So in order to stop, that's why I say the fight with Armin the first part of this season last year was like, okay, I'm gonna beat you up, but I'm gonna let you get your revenge.
I mean, I just feel like if Armin really wanted to stop Aaron, he could have went over there now. Like, you literally can walk over there with the other Titans that's big like that and get his attention and talk to him. But I feel like they would have let Aaron go as far as stomping everybody out in Marley. maybe letting the Eldians that were over there, if they wanted to come, if not, whatever. But when he decided to like take the whole world out, that's why I feel like they disagreed a little bit, because it's like that's genocide. So it's like they looking at him like, no, sir, this is not how you supposed to do this. So that's why I feel like I don't know how this story ends, but I feel like
genocide. What's genocide?
like when you murder like a whole bunch of people, like
okay.
I'm like,
I feel extinction. Okay.
It's not extinction because everybody not dead.
Okay.
Extinction
so,
is an extinction. Right. I mean, I guess you could consider it an extinction level event because it won't be nobody left but just them handful of people on LD, because I don't know how many people that is. I guess you could say that. But I'm just saying, I feel like either Aaron is really going to kill everybody the way he says. That's the only two ways I see this ending. Either he's really going to kill everybody, but like if he dies when it's all over, it won't really matter what Armin and Mika to think of him. That's why I feel like he doing it too. If I'm dead, it don't matter if y'all mad because I'm not here. And then I feel like it could also end where maybe he'll fuck up Marley, but then maybe they'll stop him before he go everywhere else. Because if all the military people have gathered there from the other countries, and he take them people out, then it's like there's no really military governments in this situation. So I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. It seems like there's a lot left for 5 episodes, but I know you could also put a lot in 5 episodes depending on what they show. But like if they showing him destroy the world, I don't necessarily see how they gonna fit that in 5 episodes when they just show Hanji and Levi. That's a question mark because we don't know what's gonna happen with that or what they about to do. Armin went out here with Connie. Ani out here on the loose. And no, I think Gabby went with Armin, right? I think Gabby went with him. And then we still haven't seen what Aaron is going to do to Marley. Then he still would have to come back and have some kind of conversation as to what he wanted to happen after the fact or what he going to do with the Titans. Reiner's still a factor. What else I'm missing? Oh yeah, Zeke. We don't know what happened to him. That's why I was like, it just seems like there's a lot left for 5 episodes for me. I can't see 5 episodes.
And how many chapters you say they might have?
I think at the last episode, I think somebody said they had like 18 left.
And so that's 3 chapters per episode. That would have to be 3 chapters per episode to wrap this shit up.
But all this seems lengthy though. Like
it does. I'm just saying. That's how it would have to be. But like that is a lot.
Now if that week they skipped, if they did some kind of special where they showed something longer than like your typical episode to try to fill in some blanks, then show the last episode, I can understand that. But I don't know whatever they're doing that week that they skip. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like it's a lot of.
And then, like, that's the thing. A movie, I'm like.
And then Historia, they ain't focused back on her yet. She's still pregnant. We don't know who baby she having and what's going to happen with that. I just feel
the pack?
Like, is there gonna be a queen or a king after this over, or everybody just going? It's just all for self. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how this is gonna wrap up, and I just still feel like it's a lot. I just feel like it's a lot of. And what's the next name? That Pride is the next episode. I feel like that's gonna be the Connie and Armin thing for sure. Like Pride, maybe some Aaron. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like who I can fit in with that.
Can we be honest though? Can we be honest? The last episode was okay because of the whole Jean leading them against the Titan thing.
I mean, you got action, you got the songs, you got the action. That was like they last time killing Titans.
Yeah, but like now. Is it their last time killing Titans? Shit, they got them big ass Titans walking. They might have to.
I don't even think you could kill them like that though. That's like trying to kill Armin because you know he can make the steam come out his neck. We don't even know what the Wild Titans can do.
So, but I'm just saying.
I feel like they built different because we know the little Titans don't have powers, but like the big Wild Titans, we really don't know nothing about them. They were just created, but we don't know if they have abilities. Or if they eat somebody, do they turn back regular? Like we don't fucking know anything about them. So that's a whole nother fucking Rubik's Cube right there.
So
something is gonna have to happen with them too, because like if he's trying to make it so there's no Titans left or nothing like that when all this over, can he turn those people that got turned into Wild Titans back human? Or is he gonna kill all of them? Because that's a lot of Titans left too. If you ain't got nothing else to trample and all they fucking do is walk around, and you ain't gonna have no more walls rebuilt. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just like once you start thinking, it's just more questions, and I'm just like, how they gonna do this? Cause they goal is to kill everybody by stomping around on Earth. Once you do that, then what? Gotta be a couple hundred of y'all. So like, it's like, what do we do with that? Cause they can't just stay like that, looking at everybody every day, like, what y'all doing? What you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't. That's what I'm just like, I don't know about this.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
but like, oh yeah, like I was saying, these 2 episodes were kind of
They just, cause they information. They always have that part as information. I feel like the last episode, like the Thought episode, wasn't bad though, because like that's when they did the fighting. That's when the walls, like they were showing the aftermath of the walls coming down, and then they had to basically kill like, all the Titans that were left in this thing. But that's what I'm just like. You still got a Titan like Connie's mom out here who can't technically move. And remember how I went back and showed you the one that was in the grass when they went to the ocean? Like, we don't know if that one is still. That's what I was like, it's still shit out here like this. Now, if they come to the end of this story and we find out that Aaron can turn people back to regular people from being Titans, that's gonna be so fucked up after all these people that died. That's what I'm just like, child. I don't know. I just feel like we're gonna get hit with some bullshit at the last minute. And everybody just gonna be like, this how this shit went off? So
you gonna be mad for real.
I ain't gonna be mad at nothing because I mean once it's over, I just feel like ain't no point.
And like what you just said, if he could have turned all the Titans back, your boy picked it.
But he already dead. I'm just like, it ain't nothing you could do. Like, yeah, I'll be mad, but that just shows that you was a fucked up person because I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the intellect to be able to control the Titans and do all that stuff, that means you could control them all. Like, if you could have did that, you could have did that right then. But that means he didn't want them to live. So that's all I'm saying. It gotta be something else going on with that. Now, if he didn't know he could do it, just tried it, and it worked or some shit like that, cool. I can't be mad at that because you just figured out you could do it. But that's what I'm saying. It's some other shit going on. I feel like there's a lot of things he can do, but his first focus is just murdering everybody. That's why I just feel like that's your first goal. You don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing until everybody else dead. And that's not how you should think if you're trying to save lives. That's not gonna save a lot of people. So
save who I want to save.
Like, cause it was a reason they showed you the collateral of the Titans walking like from the wall. All these people that's under all these buildings and got crushed and stuff like that. Wasn't no purpose of you adding me and me seeing this shit about you about to go destroy Marley. I'm Aaron Yeager speaking to my people. But if I'm your people, then why my grandma got this house on her? Like, that's all. I'm looking at it like that. That's like the government telling you, oh, we care about our citizens, when you know they really don't give a fuck about your ass. And they gonna do whatever they do to get their agenda across. That's why I'm just like, I love Aaron to death. Because this, like I said, the story started with him, Armin, and Mikasa. And I feel like that's how it's supposed to end. It wouldn't make sense to me if Mikasa and Armin weren't still alive. I kind of know at this point now, Aaron is gonna die. Like, the story ends with him because they showed how his powers work. We ain't seen nobody else with no future, nothing for him to see, unless they not showing that part. And the future that they see is different, so he okay with, like with whatever. That's the only thing I can see too. Like, if it does continue on after them, then they purposely didn't show that, just like they purposely didn't show us other stuff until now. So that's why I was like, with this, you just never know. So ain't no point in me being mad about the shit, because it can end like,
is what will piss me off.
What?
If they show somebody else inherit the powers, that means they could do a spinoff if he don't want to. That's what studios do. Don't sit here and tell me they don't do that. Hence Boruto.
But like, do people not own shit? Like, do you not own stuff to where people can't not do your shit? Like, I would think this man
contracts
true, but I just feel like everybody built a little different. I feel like with this, he may have set himself up different. Like, people that make a lot of money off stuff have more. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like with the money he's made off this, I can't see nobody taking it if he don't want them to. I just can't see that. I mean, there's already whatever that manga is I got back there that I haven't read, but that's a prequel, so it's like, I can't see them doing that because I don't really think that's as interesting as this story. Unless they cover like the Titan War and all that stuff like that, but I don't know.
Like,
I
know what I'm saying? Then like, fucking, like, it's like, you know how Ymir is the at the fucking coordinate, then Aaron would be at the coordinate, know what I'm saying, doing all this shit, and then somebody else inherited. Nah, I just hope that shit don't happen.
It wouldn't. Nobody would ever even though she gave him the powers, I feel like she gave it to him to end it all though. Because she was the first, and that's why, like I said, I think the curse thing is only the 13 years, because I think that's all she lived. So I don't feel like anybody else can come and take that spot over from her because she was the first. But I'm what I'm saying about somebody coming after is if it does get inherited, like everything back in one person or whatever, like before, instead of it being broken down into 9, is if he saw the future that none of this shit gonna happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's why he'd be okay with it. But I still think it ends with him low key though. Like for me, I feel like it ends with him.
I hope it does. For spinoff purposes.
Like maybe he did see something in the future, and then maybe he didn't like it, and maybe that's why he changed everything to the way it is now. So maybe that won't happen because if you affect the past, you for damn sure affected the future. So
I hope so.
That's what I'm like.
I hope so for spinoff purposes.
I don't know if they got a spinoff. I don't think I'd watch it. I feel like certain stories, I just feel like need to be left the way they are. Like this is one of them stories that were great the way it was. I don't feel like nobody should mess with it. Now, like I said, they got I think it's called After the Fall, is what the manga is called. But it's like old. It's like for how they started the Survey Corps. Like Erwin them, like how all that shit started when Keith was the leader or whoever came before him. I don't know. I think that's how they start. So I don't feel like that's an interesting enough story for them to do. Because the first thing people gonna say is that this suck because it's not like this level. So that's I'm like, ain't no point. Like with Naruto, I don't watch Boruto because I don't feel like it's as good as Naruto. So it's like, why would I watch that? I feel like they should have left that alone. Like I was thinking if we got a spinoff of Naruto, you got all your main characters still alive. We gonna get them older. And it's still gonna be about them, but older, not they kids per se. Like, yeah, we know they would have kids, but I ain't trying to see them motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, and this is the shit that fucks me up about the whole shit. Did y'all just sit around and have an orgy or some shit? Like
everybody had
kids around the same fucking time. Everybody.
But I can see that in their situation though, because that's why they say during Corona we should be in a baby boom because everybody's stuck in the house together. It depends on your situation. Like if you had a big war. And now we at a time where everybody done coupled off and we ain't got nothing going on. I'm just saying, where the condoms at back then? And then just like, ain't nobody got no tree condoms and no shit. What they making condoms out of? That's what I'm just like, if you had a time where everybody been at war all these years back to back, and you finally have a time of peace, then you gonna have a baby boom because everybody chilling. So it makes sense. Plus, it's anime. It's not like it's real. But I'm just saying, like, it makes sense. But, like, I wasn't really trying to see y'all kids like that. I was trying to see my people growing up doing grown shit. Like how when we watched, we saw, you know, Kakashi. You know what I'm saying? And we saw, like, the third when he fought Orochimaru. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get older and see somebody fight some more shit. Like, I don't want to see y'all kids, though. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to learn names and new abilities and shit like that. Like,
Naruto. Y'all got to be shitting me, boy.
That was an ugly ass fucking name too. When they came out with that movie, it was like Boruto the movie. I was like, ew, I was like, that's what y'all doing? I'm like, okay, all right. I wasn't interested in that though. But like, bitch, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z since whenever it first came out, and they still focus on Goku and Vegeta. Like, yes, the kids are supposed to take over, but y'all see how they dog Gohan when he was supposed to take over, but y'all ain't dog Boruto like that.
Boy, they dogged him.
They should have dogged Boruto so Naruto could have came and took back.
They dogged Gohan so bad that Toriyama was like, nope, can't do it. Back then, they dogged Gohan. That's why he changed that shit. That's why he took him out of the fucking story, because people kept dogging Gohan. Oh, Gohan go kill him? Oh, fuck this.
It didn't take nothing for me to see for Boruto, but that he was disrespectful towards Naruto one time. That's all it fucking took. Like, bitch, do you know what we had to go through to get here? And you got the nerve to open your lips and be disrespectful? You got both your parents. Sit your ass down and shut up. Like, I'm up here like, child, you got an abnormal anime life, because most of our protagonists don't have parents, or their parents get fucked up along the journey. You still got both of your parents. Sit down and hush. Got the nerve to be disrespectful. I'm sick. Like, I couldn't even watch it after that.
So disrespectful.
But we gonna get out of here because we've been talking too long. But all I know is, it's 5 episodes of this left, supposedly, unless they hit us with some shit last minute. I just don't see how we gonna wrap it all up. But I'm here for the ride. I ain't gonna try to take it personal. Long as we don't get a Game of Thrones season 8 situation, I'm good. Like, long as we don't get that, I'm good. Cause so far we'll be 7 episodes in. I haven't had a complaint really yet. So 5 more episodes, we'll see. Again, full reactions on Patreon. Somebody gonna be mad regardless. Like, you ain't gonna please everybody ever. So somebody, of course, gonna be like, "Oh, this ain't it trash." Blah blah blah. I just need to see. I hope. Can I see Aaron stomp some folks out? I've been waiting on it for the last 2 episodes. He left in this weird ass shape of whatever he was. I just need a little bit of explanation on that because they just skipped that. I feel like they do that on purpose so you can lower your guard. Then they hit you with some more shit. Like, fuck, I ain't see that coming because they built all this action up. This motherfucker really lost his head, and we was sitting up here like, bitch, how we gonna come back from this? They went from that situation to being in some memories to coming back to the situation, and like we like, damn, the wall fell. So I feel like they took this little intermission to come back and fuck us up some more at the end. So we'll see though.
Levi come through for me. That's all I had.
I'm glad she knew how to bandage him up and shit though, so he all right. But I know he lost his eye. I think his eye's gone, and he has fingers missing. So like, his fingers was on the ground. Not even been like.
Let me explain something. This is
First of all, you have to explain this to me.
Levi Ackerman. We don't need fingers to kill this motherfucker.
The Ackermans, period. But did you see like what we having to damn near take them out for to get them to stop? Look at King that got halfway burnt the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And he was still trying to keep going, but he just went on, gave in. Levi didn't give up because I feel like he want to see how this all end. Like me, bitch, I'll be that motherfucker struggling. I got to see what Aaron do. I got to see it to the end. Then after, he might be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more fighting now. I could just picture Levi sitting on somebody's porch in a rocking chair with an eye, like with a slit over his eye. And like his hand bandaged up or not having a hand or something, like telling stories to the kids about how he used to fuck Titans up. Like, y'all little motherfuckers is lucky because, bitch, back in my day, hit him with that boomer talk. Back in my day, I could never rest. We had Titans coming to eat our ass later. And when I say eat our ass, I mean eat our ass. I'm not, I mean like literally eat us. Like, I can only imagine him telling that story to a couple generations from now to them kids. They be like, oh man, Levi crazy as hell. They probably crazy old shit. Man. That shit would be hilarious, bro. Right, thinking he lying like, bitch, y'all just don't know what Aaron Yeager had to do to make y'all future bright. I'm about to go. I'm not finna do this with y'all. We gonna get out of here.
Thank y'all for the support. Full reactions on Patreon. It's Trey.
And it's Tasha.
Real.
You already watched, so you might as well subscribe. Please.